Mil, 2 mil,
I think
1
2
mil,
mils, yeah. 2
no
mil.
mil,
Yeah, the no mils.
yeah, no mil club. Hello and welcome to the UK Surf Show. We are your hosts. I'm Pete.
And I'm Leighton. On this episode, it's us.
It's just us because we've got a hell of a lot to get through.
Yeah, we have. So yeah, there's like too much to get through over like if we're interviewing someone. So.
Yeah. First of all, sponsors for today's show. We have our usual sponsor, which is North Core. And if you head over to North Core and type the discount code UK Surf Show 2022, and that will get you 15% off anything you order. That is valid till the 31st of March. And then from the 1st of April, the code changes to SS2022. So that's SS2022. And that will get you 15% off anything at North Core.
And we also have another sponsor on today's show. So it's Slab Surf again. They did sponsor a couple of shows a while ago, didn't they?
Yeah.
But I think they got new products coming out.
Yeah,
so.
They've got some new T-shirts and I think I saw some new...
hoodies.
No, what
beanies?
Yeah, that's it.
Just pointing at your head. That's a hat that goes on that thing.
That's it. I couldn't remember what it was called. Yeah. Anyway.
I can't remember what it was called.
That's a good start to the show, isn't it? A good hat. I literally wear one like 24/7.
Yeah, so you got one on that.
Yeah, great. Yeah, all their clothes are absolutely brilliant, and you know they're all.
It's organic cotton and recycled polyester. This is, if people remember, Slab, the surf brand, is started by two brothers in Scotland who love to surf, and they write blogs about their surfing in Scotland, and they interview interesting people within the surf community, and 10% of the profits they make go to the Wave Project to help kids through surf therapy.
Yes, another really good brand. Just head over to slabsurf.co.uk, check out their products, some really nice thing, and they've given us a discount code,
which is UK Surf Show 15, and that will give you 15% off anything you order.
Yeah. So, today's show, we've got to talk about recent surf trips we've been on. We've been surfing!
We have. We've been, like 2 or 3 times?
I've been 3.
I've been 2.
No, you went 3 as well, because you had we spoke about on the last one, your secret one, where you supposedly taking your new baby out for a day, but actually it was all planned so you could go surfing.
Yeah, so I've been on 2 since then, and you've been on 3.
3, yeah. Got to surf. We got to surf Westward Ho.
Yeah, and that's where we met Mitch.
Yeah, Scottish surfer. Yeah. Lovely guy. Yeah. Absolutely lovely guy,
That's
actually.
Lovely to meet him.
Yeah. Didn't get to surf with him because he was surfing somewhere else, first of all, and I told him Westward Ho was about 20 minutes from where he was. Turns out it took him just over an hour to get there, but, you know, hey ho, Mitch, that's your problem, not mine.
He was wearing shorts and flip-flops.
Yeah, it was freezing, man. It's like, you could tell he's Scottish. He stands out a miles away. It's like shorts and flip-flops in the middle of winter.
He thinks it's summer down here.
Yeah, it's like, it's lovely down here, isn't it? Absolutely lovely.
But that surf was, we really struggled, didn't we? It was like a really bad paddle out, and I don't think I made it out there.
Yeah, no, it's like, because like, if anyone out there surf Westward Ho, and, you know, like we said before, we'll talk about spots that are on Magic Seaweed because they're easy to find. But sometimes it can be a really long paddle out at Westward Ho. Like, it's the waves seem to just go, like we say, you get really long waves there, really long riding waves. So when it's a smaller day, it's quite nice to get out. But we had your boy with us as well, didn't he? He was surfing as well.
Yeah, my son came with us, yeah.
Yeah, so it was one of those where you want to stay near him, but you want to go out as well. But you just kept getting like pounded in the face continuously.
Yeah, so we struggled, and then we got out, and then we met Mitch, and then as the tide come right in,
it cleaned
right up, and Mitch was like, you know, we could have gone off the rocks, you know, and if you went off the rocks, like by the town end, you're just right up at the lineup all of a sudden, you know. There was like, and we were like, God, bloody hell! But by that time it was like 3 o'clock, 3:30.
Yeah.
In the afternoon, and I had to drive home.
Drive home, that's it. Yeah, but I mean, I think we still had like it was one of those ones, you know, like when it's like quite powerful there, and well, I think that was. I'm getting confused. That was the day that we went out, and some people were posting pictures of how big Westward Ho was that day.
Yeah,
and like we said, we went out, and they were like, "Bloody hell, did you? I wouldn't have gone out in that."
Yeah. I mean, it's got nothing to do with being able to surf that. It's being stupid.
Yeah.
That's why.
Yeah, it was. So,
blissfully unaware of how dangerous it is.
It was doing that thing, though. So, because the waves were like huge out the back, they were like breaking, and then they were sort of doing that thing where they reform again.
Yeah, so it's a little bit like it's still a bit of not a drop, but it's still a bit of a wedge with like a lump of foam on the top.
Yeah, so it was sort of surfing that sort of areas. But, that was...
shit.
That was, yeah, well, I was going to say interesting, but, your way was better. And, yeah.
Well, I haven't had a good surf for a while now.
Yeah.
So my last one when we went together was a super early dawny.
Yeah.
So we were down Saunton for like 7 a.m?
Yeah, I think we got there about 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
And that was cold.
Really, really cold.
Yeah.
So it was a really strange one where, we got out to the lineup, but you'd have these rogue sets that come in, and they were coming in like every 30 minutes, I reckon, but of like 10 waves.
Yeah.
Which would break really far out and just wipe out the entire lineup.
Yeah. So
to the point where it was washing, because there was 10.
Yeah.
And it was so cold, so even if you had a hood on, you'd get the ice cream headache from trying to go underneath the waves.
I was going to say, I got literally, so there's 10 waves in a row. And, I got an ice cream headache that was so bad. Like, the first one hit me, and it was instant, that bit when you've eaten too much ice cream, and you get that pain in the centre of your forehead. It was that instantly, followed by another 9, just continuously bang, bang, bang. I nearly gave up the ghost. I was literally
It was like that, because when we got in, I think we were in for about 2 hours. The first 30 minutes, got out the back. It was still quite a hard paddle out.
Yeah, well, so we went down onto the beach, and we looked at it, and there was a few people out over by the rocks, and we looked down, and we were like, well, actually, we go down to the second peak because there's no one there.
Yeah.
And we had the whole thing to ourselves, at that time in the morning, and it was brilliant. But as we were paddling out, first of all, so like we were saying about these rogue sets, Leighton paddled over a set wave that was coming in, and I was probably 3 or 4 foot behind him, and I had that thing where he just went over and it caught me, and it took me about 10 minutes to get out of where I was to get out to you there. And afterwards I just got caught in like continuously pounding of waves, and I was like literally like when you go to buy petrol and you've got nothing left.
It was one of those days where even when the decent sets came in, there was white water, it's like bubbles on the water, so even like the face of the wave wasn't exactly smooth.
It was really aerated, wasn't it? So it's really hard to paddle as well.
Yeah.
And so we've got loads of good excuses why we're really shit at surfing.
But what it was is I paddled
first wave,
got a lovely wave straight away, and then that was it. After that, it was like I was just too cold. And it was really, really cold.
Yeah.
And then when you're getting the ice cream headache and the pounding of the waves of those sets were coming in, I was just done.
Yeah. Well, my day started brilliantly because I took my board off the wall at 5 o'clock in the morning, trying to be really quiet. It slipped out of my hands, smashed me in the face and cracked my glasses. I hadn't realised because it had cracked right on the corner of the frame. And I was driving down the road, and all of a sudden the lens just fell out onto my lap. And I was like... Oh, great.
As you're driving.
So I've started the day at 5 o'clock with a headache anyway. So, that's a great start to the day, isn't it? But it was like, and then I got there and I'd forgotten one of my gloves.
Yeah, well, no, you didn't, did you?
Well,
was it stuck to your robe or something?
No, so it was stuck to my wife's dressing gown as I'd been
out.
packing it. I must have gone because it's got that around the cuff. It's got that material that's sort of sticks to your inside of your wetsuit.
Oh right, okay. Yeah.
And it must have just caught on. I thought I threw it in the bag, but I must have, as I'd gone to throw it, it must have just not gone in, and it was stuck on her dressing gown.
You couldn't see because your glasses were broken. So,
so I got down there. I was like, "Fuck! I've only got one glove." And Leighton's like, "Oh, I've got some spare gloves." And he's like, "I think they've got a small hole in them."
No, the ones I gave you...
The ones you gave me may as well have been fucking fingerless.
Yeah, the ones I gave you were my, the thinner ones. So
they're 3 mil, 2 mil,
I think
1
2
mil?
mils, yeah. 2
no
mil?
No,
they're no mils.
Yeah, no mil gloves. They were ridiculously cold. And, as we say, it was so cold that day. It must have been after about 10 minutes, I could not feel my fingers already.
Yeah. I think we're just fair weather surfers.
Yeah, I was saying this the other day. I used to love the winter surfing. I fucking hate it now.
Because
I
you say
love
that
the
in the
summer.
summer when there's no waves.
Yeah, and
then
summer,
when it
it's
comes to the winter, you're like,
yeah.
Oh, I wish we could just go surfing at sunset at
Yeah,
Croydon.
just wish it was warmer and I could put my lightweight wetsuit on and just no boots, no gloves, no hood, and just get in and surf as the sun's going down and just be chilled and happy and nice mellow waves, and instead of like constantly pounding and like you said, like that rogue set. As I looked down the line, it had taken everyone out, but that washed us in. It washed us not only like back to shore, and you have that awful thing when you're like, it was quite a strong current where you paddle, like, so you're walking out with your board and you jump onto your board when it's like up to your waist and you start paddling for 5 minutes, you think, I'm not fucking going anywhere, and you get off your board and you're up to your knees and you're like, I've gone fucking backwards, not forwards. And and like, so it washed us in and right across, but we got in at like second peak and we must have been down like fourth, closer to the fifth peak, and we ended up walking back up the beach.
Yeah, it'd be interesting if you had on your watch. It like doesn't it track? If you turn that on, it'd be interesting to see how far we.
I didn't turn it on that day. What a surprise! It was a shit day.
It's probably frozen.
Yeah,
it didn't work.
It was, but yeah, that was that. And then I went surfing yesterday, as of recording, with Dom from Origin Surf Co. And he's got a new van, which is the same as mine because it's bomb-proof. And we've been chatting about van stuff, and he's like, I'm going surfing today, do you want to come? And I was like, yeah, all right then. So I went down with him. And that
Good day.
it was. So we got in, and so we went down there, and we met two people that chat to us on the Instagram as well. We met Zoe and Gareth down there, and we went into the water, and it was all right. It was like quite nice. I was paddling out, seen Dom get a nice wave. I thought, I don't look too bad. I got a sort of all right wave, and then he got a right. And I got a right, and I did that stupid thing that I always do, where I get overexcited when I go surfing and ride the wave all the way into the shore. I don't know why I do it. I do it all the time. And as soon as I get off the wave, I'm like, fuck, now I've got to paddle all the way back out. But it was such a right that I was going right, and I think I started by the rocks, and I ended up in Westwood Ho nearly. It was like I was like right down the beach. I was like, I'm not fucking going all the way back out there. I just hang around down this way a bit. And then, I only saw him at the beginning of the session, really. And then that was it. He was gone.
So where's he going?
Yeah. I was still in the water and I saw him get out, so I walked up the beach. And it wasn't the best session, and my fitness still isn't even up to 100%. So, once I'm more better, I'll be more better.
Have you not started the workouts back up yet?
No. I feel like I'm getting to a point now where I can start working out again. I'd say I'm 95% there, apart from every bloody person I know at the moment's got COVID. Bloody ridiculous. Anyway, sorry for dropping the C-bomb. That's 2 episodes in a row we dropped the C. Well, I've dropped the C-bomb. I was going to apologise for my rant on the last one as well, but the response it got, people were like, fair play for calling someone out.
Yeah.
More people were saying, why didn't you call them out by name? But, we're not that... we're not going that far.
See, I would. I think I might. I would. I think I would.
No.
If I was as angry as what you were, I think I would.
No. I could have articulated better, but I was just really pissed off, to be honest.
It was good. It's good to be real.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people said. And then, a marvellous surprise, we've both been sent a pair of Solite boots.
Yes. Very, very kind of them.
Yes.
So it might keep us a bit warmer.
Yeah. Well, I wore mine yesterday.
Oh, right.
How'd
you get on?
Really good. They're bloody good.
Yeah.
So you go through the moulding process, and the lady I spoke to was saying, like, make sure you follow the moulding process to the letter, because a lot of people skip it or don't do it properly. Mm-hmm. And you get a pair of socks with it, which makes you look like you got turtle feet. So I was happy there. That was me happy for the rest of the day.
You thought you were a Ninja Turtle?
Yep.
Do you think a lot of people...
He was in a half shell. Turtle power!
See, some people listening to this won't know what you just said. That's the original...
I was going to be like, do the whole fucking song then as well. Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
Hero Turtles?
It was Hero Turtles in England.
They changed it for the UK because
apparently Ninja was too bad for the kids
too aggressive.
Of the 80s or 90s, yeah.
Right, yeah, so we got some Solite boots. So you've already done the moulding process and worn yours.
So, what you do, you put the socks on, you fill the boots
Do
up
you want me to read the instructions?
Yeah, well, I can remember them because I did it like 2 days ago. But yeah, so
yeah, we're going to mould mine now, right?
Yeah. So we'll do yours live on air.
Right, okay. All right. So the first thing I've got to do is fill a kettle with water and heat until it boils. Funny enough, that's what you do with a kettle. So yeah, basically I need to put the hot water into the boots with the cuffs at the top of the boots rolled down and let them sit in there for 5 minutes. Let the water sit in there for 5 minutes. After 5 minutes, pour out the hot water and flush them with cold water to avoid burning your feet off.
Yeah, you flush quickly, so it's literally
so it's
just
still
rinse them
supple,
out, so they're still warm.
Yeah, and then after that, I put the boots on my feet and walk around for 5 minutes to let the boots cool down and form to my feet. So I'll do that now. Right, so if we cut here, I'll go and boil the kettle and do that bit. Right, so done the moulding process so far. So I've put them on. Yeah, I thought it might scald my feet, but it didn't actually. It was really nice and warm.
So you get the really cool socks with them, like I said.
Yeah, so the socks help your foot glide into them, really, don't they?
Yeah.
So yeah, now I'm walking around for 5 minutes. But yeah, they seem really comfy actually.
So yeah, the full process. So you basically get the socks. You put the hot water from the kettle in the boots. Let it sit in there for 5 minutes.
It doesn't look like your foot can go through the top of the boot because it's very small. Like I couldn't even get my hand in.
Yeah. So then you roll it down. You put the sock on, and your foot just glides in with that sock on.
Yeah, with the sock on.
And then they're so tight round. They're not tight like, you know, when something's tight and it restricts your blood flow tight. They're so fitted like round your leg. When they start to dry out in a minute and they're fully moulded, it doesn't feel like you've got boots on. And when you surf in them, it's the closest I've been in boots to feeling like I haven't got boots on when I'm surfing.
Yeah. See, now this is a problem I think we have with winter. Well, I definitely do. I'm disconnected from the board and from the waves because of the neoprene that you're wearing. I have so many better sessions in the summer because of a summer suit.
Yeah.
You know, like paddling out is easier, popping up is easier, and also when you're not wearing boots, you can feel your board. So if these contribute towards feeling the board better, then I might not be as shit in the winter.
Yeah, you will. So yeah, next we'll have to get fitted wetsuits then as well.
Custom suits.
Yeah, custom suits. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? But yeah, I mean, I thought look, the price of them, because they're not cheap as well.
No, they're definitely not
boots.
cheap. No.
I mean, you can get cheap boots, and I've worn cheap boots.
Yeah.
And to be fair, cheap boots are shit.
Yeah.
They're pretty. I've worn like £20 boots to like 50, 60 quid boots. I mean, 50, 60 quid boots, you're looking, they're quite good boots.
Yeah. I mean, this is the boot that you buy if you surf a lot.
But the good thing about it is if you mould it now and it doesn't feel right, you can remould it again, so you can re-pour the hot water in it and go through the process again and remould it.
Yeah, so if you mess it up first
if you want to sell them, you can, then the next person can remould it to their feet, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, it is, and I think Dom's got a pair of when I was surfing with him yesterday, he's got a pair of the first, so these are the Custom Pro 2.0s.
Right.
And he's got a pair of the Custom Pros, so the first model that came out.
Is that the one with the yellow bottoms?
I think so, yeah. And he said yesterday, I think I'm going to have to remold my boots. So like after a while, I don't know if, you know, your feet heat up in them, you might have to remold them after, but I think he's had them for quite a while. And he was saying, mate, they're amazing. They're the closest thing to, like, because it's the first time I was wearing them yesterday. He was saying it's the closest thing that you can get to not wearing boots. And I found them so comfy. They were just, you can start to feel them now, feel them like moulding into your toes and stuff.
Yeah, well, when I first put them on, I felt that they were a bit tight in the length.
Yeah.
But that's easing off now. I can feel it. Like they're getting more comfy. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like they're moulding to your feet.
Yeah, weird that. But I quite like the sensation of putting your foot into a warm boot after the water's been in there. That's quite pleasurable.
Nothing
I might go do it again.
Nothing like going into a warm hole.
Why did you say that, West Country?
I don't know.
I'm gonna sit down now.
After 5 minutes, you pour the water out, walk around for 5 minutes.
Done that.
Once they cool down, You can take the boots off once they cool down, take them off and leave them to go back to room temperature. If you're unhappy with the fit, you can then repeat the heat moulding process. I mean...
Can I just keep them on, though?
If you want.
I'll just keep them on for a bit.
It's up to you. It's your feet, your boots. You do what you want with them.
I'll keep them on.
Yeah. So thanks, Solite. That was really kind of you to send us some of those. I mean,
much appreciated.
Yeah.
And
as
so
I
I'll
say,
give you feedback on how I found them when I go surfing.
when you
next to
surfed them. I found them absolutely fantastic. Phenomenal things. So
we got some Q&As. This is like a Q&A episode as well. So basically, we get a lot of the same type of questions. So to save us...
when we say we're doing a Q&A, we get a lot of stupid questions.
Yes. Yeah, we do. Should we name the people?
It's too many. Okay, so first one in is from Danny Hathrall, I think it is, on Instagram, and that is how to keep your paddle fitness and not get Ian Beald when you're not surfing regularly.
I'm so pleased Ian Beald has taken off.
I did a little TikTok of it the other day as well. Like it said, when you go to the petrol station to fill up and you check your bank balance afterwards, I've got nothing left.
Yeah, you were really proud of that, weren't you?
It was my proudest moment of the year.
Anyway, back to the question.
Yeah.
Right, so we do the adrenaline athlete workouts. Well, I am. You're still recovering from suspected COVID, long COVID.
Yeah. I was doing that before, and to be honest, when I was doing that, I found it absolutely incredible. The difference in my surfing strength, my paddling out strength was absolutely brilliant.
Even in like the first, I think we went, like after we started it, I think we went surfing about a month in. I think it's our first deload week.
Yeah.
So a week that you have after doing all the
so basically you have 3 weeks of hard workouts, and then you have a week where it drops down so your body can recover, and then you go back into harder workouts.
And that's the end of that deload week was when we went for our first surf, if I remember rightly. And just in those weeks, we noticed a difference.
Like you noticed a difference. You said that even though I was paddling, my back was more arched, I was more upright, like out of the water and everything.
But the workouts we're doing are hard. They're really hard, and they're 3 times a week.
Yeah.
But if you're a landlocked surfer, then
the advantage you get out of it is like massive. And I honestly, I know I've like joked about it, and I've always been one for like I found exercise really hard, but I can't actually wait till I feel up to strength to get back on it.
I think that's because you got to the point where you felt the benefit of what you're doing. So when you're doing a workout. And say like it's always the start, which is the hard bit, because you don't see any of the benefits, and then when you see the benefits, that's the motivation.
I just noticed like I didn't feel that much difference in my day to day, but like getting in the water, I noticed a massive difference on that one.
Yeah. Okay. Next question. I think his name is Passet.
I think
it might be a funny way of saying pasty.
It's not. No, I think he's Spanish actually.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah, because his chats was quite light, didn't he?
Yeah.
So. He said, we want more of your adventures when you guys were younger.
You really don't?
Not those type of adventures, Peter.
So there was this one time at band camp.
Well, we did a blog on our Buy Me a Coffee of things that we've done. You know,
so
a lot of them were from our Extreme Sports website days, really.
Yeah. So we've got Spoons coming back on the show at some point soon, which is an episode we're going to do with a couple of people, but Spoons will be on it as well, and I'm sure he'll remember more adventures from when we were younger. So I think that'll be one to come. And to be honest, a lot of the adventures when we were younger revolved around weekends of like drinking as well, so I can't remember all of them.
No, but so basically you come from like a skateboarding background, don't you? So you're
but no one cares about that. I think he wants the stories like the stupid stories.
Surfing ones?
Yeah, like the stupid stories of like things we've done together and like mishaps we've got into. And
I mean, that's just like a weekly thing.
That's just like this is what we talk about weekly, but I don't know. So I remember when we invented free running.
The weird thing is, I think we might have actually invented it because we were doing that. It was basically we were trying to be Jackie Chan.
Yeah, so that was about 1991, 92.
Yeah, and parkour was invented in 95. And the reason why I know that is because of our Extreme Sports website when we did all like the history and stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So parkour is free running, but like the first incarnation.
So actually,
of it.
Jackie Chan invented it.
Yeah, well, yeah, you could say that. Yeah,
Yeah, so we watched a Jackie Chan film and we used to run across the seafront, running up walls and stuff like that. And we used to do all that sort of crap when we were younger. And, you know, I remember one time Leighton jumped the seawall and I said, don't jump yet. And he jumped into an old lady's head, which caught him right in the crotch. That was a lovely experience for her.
I teabagged an old lady when I was 12 years old.
I can also remember the
it
time...
It came out of the sky from her, though. I jumped over the seawall, and so the seawall was about 10 foot high, and I ran and jumped and like cleared the seawall in one kind of hurdle.
Yeah.
And then as I was in the air, I could see the blue rinse coming towards me and open my legs because I thought I was going to make it.
Sounds like you're talking about sex. I could see the blue rinse coming towards
well, you know, her hairdo. And so my initial reaction was to open my legs so I don't kick her in the face. And in the end, I ended up teabagging her in the face.
Then I can remember the time on the rope swing when we went up, and there used to be this rope swing, and these kids were up there cutting the rope swing before Leighton decided to swing out, and probably, I don't know, 20 foot in the air, the thing just snapped, and it was hilarious because he went through the air in the same position as he was on the rope swing and just landed, and you heard all the air leave his body like that.
It wasn't hilarious because I still can't remember it because I had concussion. So
yeah, that was funny. Yeah, so
yeah, some
of the stories like that, and we'll work out some more for when Spoons comes back on, and we'll go through some of them.
Okay, we have a question from Strolling Men Blog, and his question here is: how often do you guys go surfing if it's not flat like August or mushy like the start of the year? I mean, we try to go at least once a month, don't we? It's because we would be classed as landlocked surfers. So
yeah, I mean, we've got stuff like the Wave now, which is just up the road from us, so that's handy. If it's been flat for a while, we'll go there.
Yeah,
I mean, during not last summer because it was bloody lockdown, wasn't it? But before lockdown, I was going down sort of every week at least at one point when the waves are good. It's just if the waves are good, we go there. If the waves are shit, we go to the Wave.
Yeah. But we try and average about once a month, don't we?
Yeah, at least, yeah. Okay, got one from Leighton Spence as well, which is, ever been tempted to try shortboarding?
Yeah. Just can't do it. We have tried it. Just can't do it.
First board I had was a short board, and I wasn't very good on it at all. It was sort of like, you know, white water standing on it. And as we got bigger and older and fatter, it just wasn't an option. But then after speaking to Big Guy Boards last week, it looks like it could be an option.
Yeah, So he said to come down and have a go on one of his short boards. So it's basically just got more volume and is shaped in a way that would help a bigger guy surf, and it sounds like someone who's like it sounds like a good transition board.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'd be good to give that a go.
Okay, and there's one from Mike Story 3, and that is, what's the one surf accessory that every surfer should have, excluding a boots and wetsuit? Oh, I was going to say Solite boots then.
Boards and wetsuit.
Oh, yeah, boots, boards, and wetsuits.
Yeah.
Gloves for this time of year.
Yeah.
Okay, excluding like your actual...
So something serious.
I'd say
like,
one of the North Core robes, changing rope.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say that. The other one I was going to say was a car.
That is handy.
But that's a being a silly one.
Yeah. I'd go, the North Core robes we've got are absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, so you've had... I
had a dry robe. I've had a dry robe.
Yeah.
And I've had a North Core one, and to be honest, there's not much difference in them. They're fantastic.
And so my North Core robe is the first changing robe I've ever had, because I was tight and would just take a towel. But now I realise like how beneficial they are, especially in the winter. Obviously, it's bleak, and also to save your dignity. Because I kind of had enough, and I'm pretty sure everybody else has had enough of me flashing everybody in Saunton car parks.
Especially at this time of year.
yeah, they can't look cool like that.
It's like a baby holding an apple.
We have a question from Shaka Surf Branscombe, and I think it's a bit of a plug. It's like very, very clever to do it in a question. Well done. Are you coming to Dog Masters Festival on July the 23rd?
UK Dog Surfing Championship.
Yeah.
I tell you what, it was on the One show last year. I saw it, and they were down there. It does actually look like quite a fun day.
I mean, yeah, if we can work it out when, life and kids and stuff, if the stars align, we'll be there.
Yeah, bring our dogs. There's no point taking my dog, actually, because he's useless at everything. He's just an idiot.
I mean, you don't want to take my dog either, because he
just barks.
And he's just a bit. He's like a Tasmanian devil.
Yeah. So yeah, we've got carefully trying to word what word I use for what type of dogs we got, but we just both our dogs are just stupid. Really, they're just. Mine hates water. Last time I took him surfing. Well, I didn't take him surfing. I went surfing.
I was going to say, what? He's got his own board.
Like, he was catching barrels and everything, man. He was just like, we went surfing. My wife came down with the dog, and he just cried the whole time I was in the water. So it's just pointless taking him anywhere near the place.
Right, next question from Mama Mello. Pete, how long are you going to grow your hair? I'm glad she asked that, because I asked that as well.
No, you don't ask that. You say to me, when you get your fucking haircut. I'm not.
What do you mean, whatever? Oh, my God. So Pete wears a beanie a lot of the time, and he's just taking it off, and it's just, this massive hair's just falling over your face. Yeah, you do look like Sirius Snape.
Yeah. To be honest...
Is it Sirius Snape? I can't be right, can it?
I don't know. I don't know, and I don't care. I'm just growing it till one day I'll get bored of it and just bean it off. I might just grow it really long and then just bean it off for charity or something like that.
What is bean it off? Cut
just
it short?
Buzz cut it.
Bean it off.
Yeah, so I look like a bean. Yeah, so no idea. Just growing it. No reason. Just it's pissing my wife off now, so that's the reason. Yeah, and so that's that really. And we've got another one from Gary Holland Photography, and he says, where in the world would you most like to surf?
Well, that would fall into like our perfect sessions, wouldn't it? Which we've recorded with another podcast.
Yeah, that was with the Aging Surfer podcast.
Yeah, so if you guys head over or search for the Aging Surfer podcast, we got invited on to talk about our perfect sessions, and it was with a right laugh. The guys are really cool.
Yeah, really funny.
So if you head over there, you'll hear where we'd like to surf and what a perfect session is like.
Yeah. So, yeah, apart from stupid questions from people like Mitch, the Scottish surfer, and Chris from Logfin Co, and Alan, and people like that.
Yeah, you all know who you are.
You all know the stupid questions you've asked and sent in. We're not reading any of them out because they're too disgusting even for us. You should be ashamed of yourself. Also, don't forget, if you're going to go to the wave, book the wave through us, not like G-Shot Photo, who... forgot to book the wave through us. So I said earlier, we met Gareth and Zoe when me and Don went surfing, which was yesterday. And so she's Mama Mello on Instagram and he's G-Shot Photo. And he went. They booked a session at the wave, and she then had a go at him because he didn't book the wave through our website. So he then bought us coffee. But the great thing about it is that he thought buying us coffee was we'd actually get a Deliveroo coffee sent to us. So yeah, don't forget. Cheers for that. Anyway, so he bought us coffee. But yeah, don't forget, if you're going to book the wave, book it through our website and we get a little kickback. Or, you know, if you forget and get too excited, which is totally the type of thing that we'd do, go on to buy us a coffee or become a member, and you can, you know, see.
Yeah. Actually, on that note, thank you for all the recent members and all the current members as well. You are part of the Tux tribe, and we really appreciate you like coming on and receiving our blogs and stuff. And if you just like persevere, and our extra content podcasts will be on there when Buy Me a Coffee eventually
pull their finger out.
Yeah, they told us it was going to be ready by now, and it's not. So
yeah, so there will be bonus podcasts on that. If not, I'm gonna have to switch over to Patreon.
Yeah, you're warned. Buy Me a Coffee.
Yeah, you are warned. Yeah, and Also, there is a Surf Expo coming up at Campus Pool Skate Park in Bishopsworth in Bristol, and that is on the 11th and 12th of April. And that's Bristol Board Shapers are going to be there. The UK Surf Show guys are going to be there.
Wait, who?
I said the UK Surf Show guys are going to be there.
Who are those guys?
You should see them. They're right fucking twats.
Yeah, so we're going to be there on the Monday, aren't we?
Yeah. Both of us are going to be there Monday, and I'm going to try and get there Tuesday if I can.
We're recording, aren't we?
We might do some recording there as well. We might do some bits and pieces. There's going to be a lot of people there to chat to, so it may well be worth recording there.
Yeah. Cool. So, so if you're listening and you go, come over and say hello. Hey, that nearly rhymed.
And do, because I've seen people in the car park, and then they said, like in the car park at Westwood Ho or Saunton, and they've sent a message saying, oh, I saw you out there, or I saw you in the car park. Just come and say hello to us, because it's nice. It's just weird sending a message afterwards. I saw you. You sound like a stalker. Come and say hello.
Actually, so when we went down to that really cold surf in the morning, there was a surfer out in the next to me in the lineup, and he said, "Oh, I saw you guys were going surfing today. I thought it might have been here." And I'm like, "Well, yeah." I don't know if he recognised the board or whatever. And chatted to him for a bit, but then, when they're there, you think, "Shit, I better get this next wave now."
Yeah, see, that is a thing. I found that since we've been doing a podcast, that I find the majority of people in the water don't give a shit what you're doing. How many times do you think you look at someone else surfing, you don't really bother unless there's someone that's ripping out there.
Oh, yeah, you're just putting it on yourself, aren't you? Because
that's what I mean. It's in your head then, especially if you've got a bright red and black board.
Yeah, who would have that shaped?
Not me.
Why not?
Because I was chatting to Dom yesterday, and I was telling him about how the surfability episode that we did a while ago really affected us, and I said I wanted to do something that I was thinking for a while. So
surfability.
Yeah, for surfability. So what I've decided to do, because my board has had so many amazing comments off people, and people have said how amazing, how lovely it is, what I'm going to sort out is auctioning off my board. So I'm going to auction my board, and the profits from that I'm going to give to surfability.
Wow, that's very selfless of you.
Yes.
Your custom board, which you've kind of put your heart and soul into,
don't, because I get emotional
coming up with a design.
No, it's just something so many people have said how lovely the board is, and I've surfed it and I've had enjoyment out of it, and I've spoken with Dom, and he said, well, if you're going to do that, we'll make another one. And so I'm going to have another board made, but the one I'm going to auction off, the profits from it are going to go to surfability.
Amazing.
So I will get the details together of how I'm going to do it, because I don't know exactly how we're going to do that yet. It'll probably be through some site or something, and you can buy a ticket, and then all the profits will go to surfability. So, I mean, even if you don't win the surfboard,
you still contribute to a charity, so it's kind of win-win, isn't it?
I'll try and ask some other people as well. So, maybe we can get some first, second and third prizes or something like that. If any of the other guys who listen and support the show are interested, and all the profits from that will go to surfability.
Yeah, so, keep an ear out for that, because it's your opportunity to win a 9'6" longboard. Yeah. Which, has got Dom has done an unbelievable resin work on it. It is amazing. So stunning. You get comments all the time.
Yeah. Everyone that sees the board absolutely loves it, says how amazing it looks, and it is absolutely fantastic. But
are you going to cry when it goes?
I might cry now. I can't put into words how much it really affected me more than I thought it ever would going to that place.
Yeah.
And I've been trying to think. I thought about it at the time, but I was still in that thing of I don't want to do this, but I want to do something, but I don't want to do that. Yeah. And more, because
we would probably volunteer if they were closer.
Yeah, I still think I might in the summer go and volunteer again, because I think they're just about to start opening up again for season surfing. I think they closed down in the winter, but it's a charity that it's so amazing what they do, and so selfless what they do, and the enjoyment it brings to the kids that are there. And you just see their faces just light up from. it's like night and day. So it's pretty amazing. So yeah, that's I've decided I'm going to do that, and as I say, we'll put the feelers out to some other companies and see if anyone else wants to put anything into the pot for it.
Yeah.
And see if we can get some prizes going. And I will auction off that board, and the winner will have my custom 9.6 longboard.
Longboard, yeah. So like on that day when that happens, we take the photo. So obviously Surfability would be really happy because they're getting some charitable funding.
Yeah.
And the guy or girl who wins the board's going to be really happy, and you're just going to be like a blubbering wreck in the corner. One, because your beautiful board's gone, but two, because you've done something kind of amazing as well. So
yeah,
I'm trying to make you cry. I'm trying to make you cry.
Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. I think that's pretty much the end of the show.
Yeah, so remember, head over to iTunes and leave us a review, or head over to YouTube and subscribe to our channel.
Yeah, subscribe on YouTube. We're getting more videos on there.
Mm-hmm.
And now summer's coming, we've got more daylight. And Leighton has got to be 24 hours there in need for a little baby.
Yeah.
We'll have more time to do some more stuff. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. And we will see you next time. Thanks for listening.
Cheers.
Bye.